Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and last week, as you guys know, we got the Tracer comic skin challenge, and everybody was talking about it, even your dead pet Rock. I'm so sorry I had to bring that up. I'm sorry. But everyone was so caught up in the excitement and the hype of the Tracer comic skin that they didn't really pay attention to the other things that came in the update. Because a lot of time when Overwatch updates, it's not just with one thing. A lot of time it's with bug fixes. Sometimes it's with an update in the workshop mode, which did happen. However, this time around, there was a tiny little update that I'm not seeing a lot of people talk about, which is the ranked lever penalty adjustment change. Now, in the actual patch notes, they didn't have a long description of what they actually adjusted. Basically, all that says is that penalties are going to be a lot more severe and bans are going to be issued a lot more quickly and frequently for levers and disconnectors. And this has a specific group of people really worried to go play competitive nowadays, and that is none other than all the people with bad connections. And that's why I don't think a lot of YouTubers, content creators, or streamers is really talking about this update, because of course all of them, or at least most of them, have decent connections to where the only time where they disconnect from the game is if their power goes out. But not me though. I ain't forgetting about the people with bad internet, so that's why I'm gonna be speaking for you, because I know your upload speed will not get your voices heard because it's not fast enough. I'm sorry, that was a bad joke. But this does honestly impact a lot of people with the bad connections, and not a lot of people are talking about it. But while the issues are pretty apparent, and we will get into them, don't forget about the obvious benefits to severe penalties for levers. Because now whenever somebody is genuinely leaving the game, well, it's less likely that that person is going to be in your next game, or even for future games ahead. Because you guys have to remember, a lot of the time in the higher ranks, whenever somebody leaves the game, they're either Q dodging, or they're just not wanting to play someone on their team because either they're a one ball trick or whatever the case may be. But people in the lower ranks, they just genuinely leave because they don't want to finish the game. And that's such an easy concept to understand, but it's also a foreign concept because, oh, why wouldn't you finish the game? It's a competitive game. And it's just because they don't care about their rank. That's why they're in the lower ranks, because they're not motivated to climb. And it's also because they're dropping SR because they either got dinner ready, they got chores they gotta do, they're getting head, they got homework. You know, there's a lot of reasons why they're leaving a game and why they don't care to finish it. So now with this update, now either those people are just going to be banned from competitive outright, or they're going to learn very quickly, oh, just because I got shoddy in the bedroom doesn't mean I can just leave my game. I gotta get this win and then I can get some But what about the people that aren't leaving games? What about the people that are generally disconnecting, or don't have responsibilities, or don't have anybody special in their life to make them leave games? Why are they being punished because their internet is just so garbage? Can't they recognize when people leave and when people disconnect? And that is a frequent argument that is brought up when people with bad connections are getting punished to the same degree as people that are leaving games. They feel like their punishment isn't deserved because it's out of their control. Well, this video is also supposed to explain as to why they can't separate disconnectors from leavers, because you have to understand how internet works and how people can ruin competitive if Blizzard were to separate levers and disconnectors and not punish disconnectors. So this is my Xbox. It's where I play Overwatch. This is my Wi-Fi modem. It's where I get internet. However, I don't play over Wi-Fi. I play through an Ethernet cable. This Ethernet cable is very important because I plug it into the back of my Xbox, and it's what gives me internet. This is me playing Overwatch. Let's say hypothetically Blizzard were to update the game so that when you disconnect, you don't lose SR. Oh no! I'm about to lose the game! Thanks, Blizzard! Now I won't lose SR ever again! If you don't get punished when you disconnect from a game, all someone has to do to not lose SR is to either turn off their Wi-Fi modem or do what I do and unplug their Ethernet cable, and they disconnect from the game. That example that I showed you is the sole reason why Blizzard has to punish disconnectors. Now you might be saying to yourself, but bro, you whack, I genuinely disconnect from the game because I have bad internet, and you controlled your disconnect. Yeah, I did control my disconnect, but for Blizzard, they didn't see what I did. They don't have a camera in my bedroom. They can't, if they did, that'd be kind of like low-key weird, but they can't tell if I just unplug my Ethernet cable or if I just have a bad connection. In their eyes, a disconnect is a disconnect. So if Blizzard were to not punish disconnectors, do you want to know what would happen? Let's say people were getting completely steamrolled by the enemy team and they didn't want to lose SR. Before the game ends, all someone would have to do is unplug their Ethernet from their Xbox, PS4, or PC, or Nintendo Switch. And at that point, the only times where people would stay in the game is if they were going to win so that they would gain SR. That's why Blizzard has to punish disconnectors, is because people would completely cheese the internet connection. People are always complaining about the goats meta and the pulled pork meta and then dive meta coming back, but then the best way to win a competitive game if Blizzard were to update it so that disconnectors wouldn't get punished is just by playing the internet meta, by disconnecting from every single game that they're about to lose so that they never lose SR. And then at that point, everybody would be doing it. Everybody would be unplugging their modems or unplugging their Ethernet cable from their Xbox, and then everybody would be climbing. And at that point, everybody would be top 500. Everybody would be at 5,000 SR. That's why Blizzard has to implement this punishment for disconnectors, because there's no way for them to genuinely tell if you disconnected from the game or if you controlled your disconnect. But even after hearing all of that, there's going to be some people that still find a way to get mad at me and Blizzard for them getting punished. And hey, don't get mad at me. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you why Blizzard is doing what they're doing. But if you really want to find a solution, because you can either stay mad and not find a solution, or you can try to control what you can control, I can make a separate video talking about how you can stop disconnecting from games so much more frequently. Because while you might think you have no control over your internet, there's actually a few steps that you can do so that you can stop disconnecting from games. But it would have to be a separate video. I don't want to explain it in this video because then it would be like a 15-minute long video. But I'm just trying to help you not only understand, but also take steps in making sure that you can still have an enjoyable time in competitive. Because I understand, it sucks. Like, it's frustrating. You know, you're not only fighting actual levers in your games, but you're fighting throwers, you're fighting toxic people, you're fighting one-tricks that only play people like Ball and Symmetra, and you're also fighting your own internet. So I get it that you just want Blizzard to stop punishing you for something that's not in your control, but I need you to understand that that's why they have this in play. Because if they were to change it and make it so that disconnectors never get punished, competitive would be completely ruined. I guarantee it. Like, I can't predict the future a lot of the time because I'm not really smart, but I do know that there's no reason why people wouldn't choose internet. I mean, what's stopping you from unplugging your internet? While you might have bad internet connections, you still have an internet connection that can control you losing SR. So if you're gonna lose a game, oh, you would run to your dad's office, unplug the Wi-Fi modem, he'd spank you like, why are you unplugging the Wi-Fi? It's like, I'm about to lose a competitive game, but you didn't lose SR. That's why levers have to be punished, because if not, people would cheese it. In other non-competitive games, there might be a feature where they can recognize levers and disconnectors. I think Apex has a feature like that, but this is a competitive game where rank is affected and you can control your rank based on your internet. Like I say it over and over and over again, but the reason why levers get punished is because people would completely cheese it. And after watching this video, I hope you understand. So anyway, guys, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. And for the people that have bad internet, let me know if you want to have a separate video talking about how you can stop from leaving games a lot less frequently or a lot more frequently. I don't know. I'm gonna go. I love you guys, and bye.